but I do.
What's your heart telling you? Mine's telling you no. What's your heart say? I don't know what Ares is.
I'm actually asking how many Dragon Ball Z references and Yu-Gi-Oh references are we gonna get? All the Exodia stuff.
I can keep going.
Yeah.
I think for this one, guys.
Prepare for battle.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Luke.
I'm out the loop, then Organ. I really shouldn't be. I honestly. I
promised you would try.
Yeah. I'm kind of appalled, like the fact that I can't even get some of the Yu-Gi-Oh references. Like it was kind of something I probably should have watched when I was younger. And I'm just, you know, I'm here like, oh yeah, Exodia. Oh yeah, this is very cool. One day I'll get the references. See, I don't know what you're saying right now. I don't know what's going on.
Exodia is like if you get all 5 cards in your...
Right. Exodia.
The game ends.
The game ends. The game's over. There's just...
The forbidden one.
You don't even play it out. Just instantly you get the cards. It's just...
You just win the game.
Okay. So, obviously they haven't got Exodia. The game hasn't crashed yet for D2 Hustlers, but we feel like it's close enough to Exodia that it is, where the draft is favoring them very heavily.
Like, the lanes aren't as good. Like, lane. Raj is playing Pangolier. Tusk should... Chopping the lane. So that should be null and void. I do want to... Power in.
This apology.
Top side. Go either way. Double stun. Bottom. Hoodwink. Probably would. In terms of being able... Maybe a slap.
Yeah. And that's a big thing. I think their draft still, like the fundamental level is still very similar with how they need to take the game as the previous one, where you need to kind of group up, take objectives early. The Visage is going to itemize very similar to the Enigma. You just don't have that defensive support in the Abaddons to kind of help out with the less rack sustain. So one issue that we really did see from them is that when they weren't taking... The only way to force fights from Ivy in last game was taking objectives. At least this game, you've got kind of the Tusk that can start the Hoodwink as well if you're paired up with someone else in a side lane. So like their playmaking potential is definitely much better than last game. And I think that was a big concern. So you don't have to be all in on this kind of death ball push. Mirages, yeah, this is not a fun position to be in. This very beautifully done. Shards holds him straight into place, and the Tusk is able to find first blood, and the solo kill. He's got that bottle picked up. Is going to shove the wave completely under the tower. So the Pango is going to miss a little bit here.
Yeah, both.
We were seeing the praises of Mirage in that previous game. Was really impressed with his Batrider. Of course, he got the MVP, and I think without a doubt it was due for him. Even though Shad had a great game on the Lina, going 8-0-9. It was definitely Mirage for me. And well, now Mobe being able to pick that up with first blood's going to give him some confidence as well.
Alex,
what can the Ricky kind of provide the team here of D2 Hustlers? Because it's not that really annoying combo with the Ricky Murano. So is there another combo that they could look to play with, or just a different game style that we could see out of Alex in a game like this?
I think play around the... It depends what... Power team. Arming, playing behind.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Get that smoke. Have that forward punch.
Alex looking to jump on forward. Divine Llama's got the add-ons to play with. Cookie's actually going to go over the head of the Enigma. Piero's out of mana as well. Does have some mangoes if required to continue the aggression, but will not be needed as both sides once again just trade the spells, dwindle down the resources. Mirage mid lane might be in some trouble. Gonna pull up shortly, but looks like Mobile is going to back on off. Look to try and get the water runes. Will be one apiece. Large net worth lead as well, 800 here for Mobile against the Pango, so he's going to be up. I was thinking about going to get the bounty, not the case, so we'll back on off. He's got the creep wave to look to deal with, so we'll take a look how the safe lane's going for D2 Hustlers. Of course, Shad had a incredible, and we'll see if that's going to continue to be the case here. It's not a too hard of a lane matchup for him to deal with though, so should be able to get a lot of farm on the laner.
Safety of the tower, but also side of the lane.
Didn't realize.
Yeah, Mobile. Oh my, look at that. Another solo kill picked up. Get some respect as well with the tips. Some shenanigans going on inside the jungle. Vincento chasing down Alex, who will be able to steal one of the bounty runes and TP back to base. So dragging the Snapfire away from the lane, but really that big one to look at is Mobe and how this mid lane's gone to the moment. Top of the net worth, 2 kills, phase boots coming out shortly as well, and he's also got the support to try and help secure the power rune. So this could start to snowball. Of course, no pun intended then, oh girl.
Are scanning.
Love it. Expecting you.
Vincento. Oh, Sobo actually does connect. So they're gonna have the damage this time. With the power, so they will be able to find it. Mirage actually looking to turn it back around. First Rolling Thunder usage of the game. He's got plenty of walls to be able to bounce back off. Mobe's just waiting for his opportunity though to enter, and yeah, they're gonna be cautious. He'll turn to Alex now instead. But the punch is still on cooldown, only for 1 more second. He will sidestep back in to get another kill.
Leaping away from the Pango, just trying to get a little bit back. That fly goes back. Stage coming out.
Got it.
Stab.
He goes under a ward.
Dire are scanning.
I bet, yep. Happening. Backing off a little bit.
Denied.
Close to his tower. Ivy just back.
Chain control needs to be perfect, but the smoke cloud stop the scatter blast damage, so Mirage going to be able to step one out. I like that timing of the movement nonetheless though from D2 Hustlers, even though it doesn't work out. There was a time where Pio was left solo, he didn't have the level 6, and you had the catapult timing from Hustlers, so if you were able to get the kill with that catapult in the islands, and the tower would have taken a lot of damage, but good attempt. Mirage instantly TPing down with a Rolling Thunder, and get the kill onto the Visage. So even though the movement top lane doesn't work out, Mirage still able to get something out of the map.
kind of similar. Top lane, bottom lane. Got the double rain.
I was just getting warmed
Double
up.
damage. Up. Highly.
Stupid neat.
Backlines and
I was gonna go for it. Black hole up top from Divine Llama. Not plenty of damage with Shad being able to TP in, so beautifully done. Get the kill, Black hole on cooldown. So let's rack into the grave for a little bit of time and is able to free up this lane now as well for the Lina.
how about
Mega kill.
one of them has
That's just my shield of approval.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
uh,
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
all available. Confident.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Very easy. We need some more boys to help out. Mirage has got the Rolling Thunder at the ready, so Hustlers have that big ultimate.
So they get lucky.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Lane. Husk is deeping in. They're going to try and target down Shad on the Lina. They should be able to blow him up relatively easily, although Shad standing strong, tries to turn it around, but the damage isn't enough. Here comes Mirage with the Rolling Thunder. Is it going to be enough to keep him alive as Lina will go down? But still, they've got the numbers advantage to turn it around as D2 Hustlers find a second. And now they can chase down Vincento as well. There's no tower to protect the Snapfire by Llama. Nice use of the Quelling Blade to be able to get rid of the Bushwhack. Regardless, it wouldn't have been enough to hold down Vincento, as in the end, D2 Hustlers find 3, and all it comes at the cost of Shad's life. Bottom lane, they're even setting up as well. Angel has got that overgrowth like you mentioned, so Only's going to be in some trouble. Shad's going to be able to provide the damage to bring down the Visage. They're starting to TP down on Ivy, and it looks like Only just be able to slither on away. So Ivy, keep the Visage alive. That's the overgrowth now on cooldown as well.
I like the move.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They went. Power it.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Bottom tower, though, is not
bottom
looking too
tower
healthy
is
at the
under
moment.
attack.
The two Hustlers doesn't seem like there's much they're going to be able to do to keep it alive. Here,
Radiant structures
only 1 point in the
are
edict, but
fortified.
you've got the familiars as well, so Ivy will be able to find their first tower of the game. Angel's making them work for it, though.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Not about you winning. You just other
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower
Well, that's a big kill.
Your weight class.
Zento and Mobile in combination together. Punch
Got
into
it.
the Mortimer Kisses. This is even without the blink as well from Mobile, so he's able to catch that shot, and it's a much different game we're seeing on the Lina. Previously, flawless game already, 2 deaths for Shad.
dodge out. Vision that was.
A spout of vitality.
Making the attempt down bottom.
Might be all the
Dire's top tower is under attack.
kept in middle.
Will go to
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Back off for now.
really the X factor in a lot of these fights is going to be Mirage and the Pangolier, that Rolling Thunder.
Dyer's
A lot
courier
of the control,
has been
especially
killed.
in an area like this mid lane where you got multiple walls to bounce back on. Of course, a great answer to the Visage as well. So when it comes down to how can Ivy look to address Mirage, and even after the rough laning stage that he had, he's still going to be able to pick up his farm. Almost the Fusel Blade completed.
Yeah, there's many. Not funny to be.
Dyer's courier has been killed.
Impious.
I think it's a go time here for Ivy. Oh, actually, okay. Moba actually went for the BKB, but regardless, he's got the double damage rune. I'd love to see them make a play with this now on Ivy. Even though you're so close to the BKB, the power rune that can definitely secure you a kill, and if it's a kill onto a right target, potentially the tower as well.
Happy enough to be able to claim that one. Hustlers.
Dyer's top
Capability.
tower is under attack.
High damage. Tusk. Flashback. Me. That.
Dyer are scanning.
Would you like to see Ivy try and force his tower down now with the catapult timing and knowing the black hole's on cooldown?
But again, I'm less confident back then.
Kisses the start. They saw Mirage use the swashbuckle and he won't be able to make it up the high ground as well. Vincento, no hesitation. As soon as the swashbuckle was used, just lay it down the ultimate. So you've got to heavily commit for this tower now. You can't just bring it down. Towards a low threshold. Otherwise, the Stream Protector is going to be able to heal it back up. So you have to take it with ease. And well, maybe with a kill onto Alex will further enable this push. As now with two heroes into the grave, this should mean that Ivy can get the tower for
Radiant's
free.
middle tower has fallen. Dyer's top tower is under attack.
Big improvement from what we saw in game number 1. Objectives that
A tithe to the impurity.
Dyer's structures
Good lane. Overgrowth's going to allow Mirage to be able to move all the way over with the U-turn. And the Cookie doesn't get enough distance away. An opportunity for Hustlers to bring down their Tusk. And they pounce on that straight away.
of sitting in his backpack and get off the KB. Potentially gone for the turnaround there if they felt that they were damage on point in shot.
Great position from Alex.
You're not going to let this one go.
Not going to be a replicate of last game, giving up the first roast for freeze. Once again, Alex will be blown up. And now Ivy, what's the call? Can they take this with the Tusk respawning? They've only got 1 point in the tag team.
Point is a little shredder just yet. Oh, but I feel like
Shard's able to block the Stream Protect on the higher ground. Nobody's even going to be able to roll on forward to Mirage as well. He might be forced to use the Rolling Thunder defensively, but cute with the bushwhack from downtown. It's still not enough damage now, and now Shad can look to turn it around. Is Mirage going to look to re-enter the fight, but the instant use of the BKB from Mobai being able to protect him against the Rolling Thunder, and they'll get nothing out of it. So both sides able to reset. In the end, it's just the Stream Protector that dies.
he had the wall punch available. Put it onto the Pangos.
dead. That's a lot of damage. There we go. Yes. We see the adaptation from them from game 1 to game 2 now. Like the plays with how aggressive they're getting, using those timings with the black hole and cooldown and that catapult to take the T1 tower mid. Then you also make sure you don't give up. Yes, drafting responses to Lina. You see you don't give up that first Roche for free. In fact, you get it for yourself now. So Leshrac has his Aegis to work with, and Pio, you're still very, very farm. 3rd in net worth. Actually going to be going the Lotus Orb as his next item. Had the Boots of Travel queued up for a little bit, but with this Aegis now picked up on Dire, what can we expect out of it? Do they need to just chill for a little bit, get their next item and then go, or are they actually still already in fighting shape to look to occupy some of the map?
Sorry, I'm just acted by the Wraith Pack. A ton of value out of it, to be sure. The pipe would have been a much better item.
Yeah, I would have taken a Greaves. I think what it just tells me is that the supports on D2 tossers do no damage. Like Ricky Trine, 0 damage is coming out from the supports, so you don't have to really worry about them. It seems like you just spoke about, like Ivy in the draft, they really looked to try and change around with how they were dealing with the Lina. They were going to let it through the pool again. They wanted to try and draft some different counters, and it looks like they're even trying to play and itemize differently to counter the Lina. That being said, like, still she does a lot of magic damage, even though you don't kind of go Dragon Slave maxed out, but the Maelstrom procs is still a lot of your damage as well. So how much the Wraith Pact is going to be able to help out, we'll find out.
I'm heavily bait. Not able to hit that, you end up value.
And is it? It is a different game though in regards to D2 Hustlers. Not all their farm is just solely on Shad. Like we see that Dubai Llama is getting a lot of farm on the Enigma, and something that we brought up in the panel is the fact that Ivy have no way to address this BKB black hole, which is going to be a very big concern considering he's just a couple 100 gold away from that recipe.
Tumbler's good. We'll have that little bit. Right. Out again. Tier 2 tower.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
Invisibility.
Well, he's going to be cautious as well. Having the high gun, Angel gets the jump, the overgrowth is just onto one. Not the greatest way to start the fight for D2 Hustlers. Mirage is going to look to turn that around. Rolling Thunder, Laguna Blade, cutting away the line for the Snapfire. But can Mirage actually get out? He's going to the wrong side of his teammates, and it looks like there's nothing they do to keep him alive. They'll be able to blow up the pain clear, and they'll turn their attention over to Alex as well. As Ivy, yes, you'll lose the Snapfire to start, but you'll take multiple members into the grave with him.
The power of vision. Have the snap. An idea that. That one out, you also.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Nice wraparound. Great wraparound. You've got firm control of this bottom side of the map. Should be protected with the BKB. They're doing a lot of damage early on. He'll look to snowball forward onto Shad, but Shad, in fact, turns around with his own magic immunity. By Llama, can he get in range for the black hole? Not the case as Ivy position the Taz. Alex actually goes up on the higher ground, but of course still has his own mobility to play with.
Happy with that. Maybe on.
Got it.
Radiant are scanning.
Look at the double back here from Ivy. Trader with the jump onto the train. More of it kisses as well. Maybe hoping they could get more kills out of that, catching out the heroes retreating, but it's a big ultimate now wasted as Hustlers. Mirage either going to use his own ultimate to the Rolling Thunder, jump into the middle. But the boys are kind of split, so they won't get any value out of the Rolling Thunder. So both sides kind of expending some ultimates unnecessarily.
Because I'd be like, yeah, probably not all, but they needed. Get away, and they.
Death's bounty.
Get wild.
Oh, it's a concern then. I don't know. We saw what Shad was able to do in the previous game, and the fact that he's still, even though he's had 2 deaths this game, top of the net worth and getting all he would desire in regards to farm and experience out of the map. Are you going to have the responses as the game goes on? Because we spoke about the Lina Leshrak matchup, and he's going to be ever so happy with that. And really, it seems like the Skadi that we're waiting for in Shad will be the Hurricane Pike beforehand, but once you get that Skadi, that is the ultimate spike.
Dire are scanning.
Ivy might be able to run into him though, Shad. The higher ground smoke's not gonna pop. Let's see if they continue to trail in towards Radiant Zone Triangle, but not the case. They're gonna sweep into their own jungle instead. So more time for D2 Hustlers. It really feels like Ivy are on a ticking time bomb, right?
I'm not supposed
I
to.
mean, Divine Llama having way. It's not really gonna. Big timing. About the leaner.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I hate this.
Radiant's top tower is falling.
Why not?
Lane, own me. It might be in some trouble. Pango is starting to charge up the Rolling Thunder, but they'll think twice about going for that attempt. Instead, Vibe will be able to catch up to Alex on the Ricky, so they're putting their own pressure onto the side lane. Shad's going to be able to force Hero to be able to TP down to bottom, so just kind of dragging them across the map. Dragging them
Have a look at it. A lot of Tango was. Doesn't re
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Dagger on the llama. And
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
pops the smoke, and they're going to look to go in now. Mirage with a jump to buy Llama. Threatening with the black hole. It's actually going to be aimed with that holds him into position as Mobai. Going to pull it down low. Snowball to be able to reposition. Blink away as well. And now Ivy going to look for the turnaround. But the Mortimer Kiss is laid down. There will be no follow-up to hold them into place. So Ivy can reposition, but same to with D2 Hustlers. And in fact, back-to-back smokes here. How can they get the opening?
Radiant are
I
scanning.
really wanted a lot more heavy. I don't think you're. Jungle, then.
Got it.
Another good Boris kick. Be able to reposition the Lina, kick her out of the fight. Into the middle where you're able to blow up. But that's important for D2 Hustlers that they use 2 smokes and get nothing out of it just before Roche. I guess one thing that I was going to say, they had a really nice ward inside Ivy's jungle, but that's going to get dewarded. So we do have second Roche up in 5 seconds, and not having a smoke to potentially contest this could make it a bit difficult with the positioning on D2 Hustlers.
Ran a little bit.
Never see this coming.
Nice.
I could look at you all day.
Last smoke. So are they actually just going to try and sneak Roche? They didn't do this in the past. Chad considering about running in, but they're going to go for the wraparound. Ivy's in an okay position. Cupid mobile. You'd hate for the toss with the first one caught out. They've got the ward on the high ground to scout him. Now with the rolling thunder follow up as well with Cookie. Trying to help with the reposition, the force staff as well. And Ivy have done such an incredible job once again to get out of harm's way of this rolling thunder. And now this is an opening for them. So they're going to look for a smoke and see what they can get. They might be fast enough to catch D2 Hustlers out on their own triangle. Right.
Tired time.
Well, Mirage, he actually jumped up, so instantly mobile. War is punched to take control there along with the Demic, but he got the axe out of it. Mirage protects himself. The swashbuckle's not enough to keep alive. It's Ivy. Cracked him. But meanwhile, Divine Llama, it's a black hole, but it's only onto the left track. It's not enough. They needed more out of him. They won't find it. Kensuma BKB TPR. Divine Llama will go down, and now they're going to try and chase down Alex as well. Alex and Awarus to try and get him out of danger. Is it enough, Alex? Looks like he'll live, but Ivy, an opening now for them to consider about taking Roche.
Sapphire. Little plays as well by Hustlers.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Roshan has fallen to the dire.
Game 1.
Illusion. A tithe to the impurities.
So much strong. Travel to be able to play around.
That will indeed. Not that for too long, only 30 seconds, but gets a kill into the support, who's kind of really that side lane defender. So we'll be able to get some of their waves in a better position. They're starting to cut through the jungle. They might be able to intercept the Enigma. Vincento's even going to try and use the Mortimer Kisses as well, potentially forcing out a BKB from the Enigma, but the Hex is there. Mobile's able to jump in. Beautifully done. Oh, I was going to say, almost blocked him inside the shards, but Mirage was still playing with the blink.
Micro coming well from getting the Eidolons to push out the wave. Little things like he might end up falling down, but Llama is on the side by the time.
is under attack.
Tech restore.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It just takes them so long to finally get this lane pushed in where they can even contest it, and by the time they've done that, you take a look at the other side lane. Top shoved back into their tier 3, so Pierre has to go back to try and defend this. Alex doing, Ricky's freed up the map so he can start to try and look the D-ward, so very similar to last game what we saw D2 Hustlers, just looking to try and play the macro game, stall out this Aegis.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Quali they commit. They've got a creep wave. Healed up once again.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has
Tier 2
fallen.
tower gone. High ground. That's not gonna
Dire's
go high
top
ground.
tower is under attack.
Top lane continuing to be a really big issue. Would you like to see support play here? I guess Pierre with Bridge. I guess Pierre with.
Travel to you. I don't think. Shadow Blade.
You can go now. You cleared 2 waves. Bit of an opening. You're not going to have to worry about that top wave for a little bit of time. So got that Aegis to work with. Do you see D2 Hustlers though? Figuring out their own triangle. Ivy will look for the wraparound. They got a double damage run as well if they want to look to pick that up before the fight. But Mobai, he wants to jump in without it. An easy kill onto Alex. Divine Llama's going to look to enter with a throw to the BKB, but they'll actually just kick him out instead. So they'll look to reset. Angel caught on the low ground. An easy kill for them to find as well as Ivy takes 0 casualties, and now with this they can look to occupy the map as Ward instantly dropped down in the triangle. And this will give them the control they need to be able to bring down this tier 2 tower.
5 seconds left.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Really the Mirage show in game 1 on his Bat Rider, and we saw ever since the start of this game 2, Mirage wanted to kind of have his own little MVP performance as Pierre will run into the Enigma. BKB still cooldown for Divine Llama, so Pierre is just going to look to target him down with all the magic damage. And overgrowth into the Force Staff actually keeps Divine Llama alive, but the supports Angel will be chased down. They could still turn it around though with Shad's right-click damage will rip apart the left strike, and now they want more as well. A buyback coming out of Angel, but Mirage, he's in 2 minds of whether to stick around. It'll be Shad that actually looks to run him forward. Cookie will be able to reposition the Visage. They want Alex to get that sleeping dart out, and he will be able to find it from downtown. Setting up for Shad's stun, and an easy chase down for D2 Hustlers to find. It's finally they'll be able to take a successful skirmish.
Pretty decent for them. I mean, if you get the value every single lane, one tower, enabling
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
so far.
Dire's middle tower has
Be
fallen.
able to spam.
For more here on D2 Hustlers. So with the cooldowns being there from Ivy, so D2 tower should go down for free. There will be no contest, it looks like. Alex might be able to find one of the members behind. Gonna be cautious with the positioning, but folks, I think twice about that. So there we go. 2 towers from D2 Hustlers. Now they can look to shove out the side lanes to get them in a good position before Ivy have all their 5 members back alive. Important.
Like, it's not a repeat of the last game. Ivy have stayed. You've gotten to this stage. Not unkillable. Party. Perfect. Not.
Haste!
Dire's top tower is
Dire
under
Down to
attack.
8 seconds. Yeah, but,
What do you think the call is in the team fights for Ivy? Is it really just on Mobile to jump in and kick away the Lina and then take the fight in a couple of seconds, get a kill, and then reset when Lina kind of puts herself back in a position where she can get that damage out?
like, if Hustlers don't make any... I think that is. Because Alex has been put out a few.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Snowball. Get that. On the tusk. Even going into the Heaven's Helmet. Dagger onto punch. Albert does use it.
Even Zento went for his own halberd as well, so that was the itemization that he was going for in the previous game on the Abaddon to look to try and address the Lina, so I'm gonna go back into that. So you can clearly see in their itemization that they're heavily trying to mitigate Shad's impact.
I don't know how much luck with Albert uses. I feel like if he does, he's getting black hole or he's getting something.
Which
Feels to me like it's all on Mobi. Know who would be.
feels like there's a lot. It really feels like there's a lot here, right? There's still this looming threat of just this black hole from the Vailama. We haven't seen the greatest usages out of his big ultimate so far this game, but like you said, like Angel can have a lot of impact as well in regards to the in regards to the overgrowth, even the potential rolling thunder from Mirage if he can get in Shad's position, maybe with the damage. It really just feels like for them, like there's a lot of people that can be that X factor in the fights.
Can't just round this.
Yes.
Such a key opponent. Going even up to try. Nihilism. Albert. Life is not easy. Ivy is, say, in this game. Plus says 50-50.
What would you put it at?
Honestly, I would say about the same. How are you going? Tossing out BKBs, maybe a rolling thunder, and then having an over. Get in from the Lina. Something along those lines. And then
a lot of that comes down to the vision. both sides having the gem at the moment, so helping out a lot with their warding. Radiant in their own right have the kind of Eidolons to scout out, the Riki to scout out, but Dire, you can kind of use the bush, sorry, the Acorn shot. The familiars. Okay, hang on, Divine Llama. Yes, the Arcane Rune's juicy. I guess they both set up for a double black hole and Ashanti to get all the damage in that would require for the follow-up. Snowball, it's not going to be enough to keep alive as Angel's got the jump in as well, but the Overgrowth holding the Visage into place. It was an instant buyback out of Incento, but they don't have the Tusk to rejoin as well, and Roche is up in 10 seconds. This is a big opening now for Radiant.
Hustlers like this stage. Definitely gonna take this one from before that team fight happened. What a great setting up right in front of it. I understand wanting to buy time for the getting into it, but I feel like he was banking on from something.
And they're not going to be fighting with the Monument Kisses now as well. They used it to try and scout out Roche. Considering it a little bit too late for the jump. Shad, what do they get? Aegis, Aghanim, Scepter, and they got everything. And now, actually, Alex on a high ground. Ivy was still sticking around. They've got Tusk up in a couple of seconds as well. They're going to be cautious, D2 Hustlers. Don't have all your abilities to take these team fights. So Mirage is going to be able to escape under the cover of the Rolling Thunder. Will expire shortly. Swashbuckle gets him some distance away. Pio actually going to look to try and TP to the Familiars to close the distance, but he will not be fast enough. So D2 Hustlers get out to sacrificing the Ricky's life, but of course they get all the components of that third Roshan.
Better off getting it like an oval.
They got out to my llama. That's a big kill. They're going to start to TP into hope to protect the Enigma. Black Horns at the ready. Doing a great job to hold him into place. The BKB is now being wasted. The Hex is there to counter his life. But meanwhile, Shad, well, he's getting the damage in from the southern side. No response. Mobile will try and kick him away. Maybe Snowball to buy enough time to get the blink out. But there's the Sleeping Dart to stop the escape. As D2 Hustlers will catch up to the Tusk. And they're already looking for more as well. Raj trying to close the distance onto Q. The Hoodwink should be okay. Oh, they're going back in though on Ivy. Inside the river, only Vincento. Find the Q onto the Tree Protector, but now it means that the Visage is in a compromised position, so Shad can easily get the damage out as Ivy. I don't know if that's worth it. I don't know if the Q onto the Tree Protector is worth it at all.
It is definitely not worth it. I mean, that was optimistic at best. Optimistic here, they left Misty off.
Double damage.
High ground. You've got double damage. Yeah, backpacked, so damage output.
And we saw how much emphasis they were putting on to try and shut down the threat of the BKB black hole, but all that time was spent not addressing the Lina. So Lina just doing Lina things, machine gun from downtown, and I mean, we've seen what happens with this hero when you're able to freely right-click.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
With the double damage.
Dire's
making sure to tip him saying, why are you clearing out my creeps, bro? Now I'm going to lose my fire resource.
Dire's structures
the most work
are
that he
fortified.
can at time, and
I'm happy enough to get that full set of barracks. And still playing, of course, with that Roshan advantage as well. So even though Ivy about to respawn Hustlers, with everything they would need to take a successful team fight, and maybe this will be the last smoke to end this game. They're going to move into my llama. BKB, no hesitation onto the left track. Just take him out of the equation. And now Shad will cut away another member as well. It's Alina. There's no response. In she goes. The damage is too much for them to handle. Snapfire sent to the grave. And meanwhile with the backline, Mobile has been able to dress Mirage, but they'll turn it back around. And LSA onto two underneath the T4 towers. A die back to PO. How do they deal deal with Shad, and it won't matter. They let it through the first phase once again, and you need to respect Shad's leaners. Once again, D2 Hustlers will be victorious, and in the end, taking the series in 2-0 fashion.
That timing with the Scotty, and the win probability just lights up. Really nice pickup.